Yo, good day guys, the CEO and founder of Market 3 on speaker, and welcome to our YouTube channel guys. Make sure you click on that like button and click on that subscription button and also the notification button so that you can get notified once I upload guys. So without wasting any time guys, let's jump into our today's video. This is our video for today. Like today we'll be doing a top-down analysis on NAS100 for the upcoming week. Today is the 7th of April 2024. You get my point. So if you can take a look now, we are on what? We are on our weekly time frame on NAS100 guys. Like I always advise people to start analyzing from a bigger time frame, moving down to smaller time frame, because in a bigger time frame you can get the perfect structure, because the candlesticks don't form now and after. You get my point. Like in a weekly you have to know that a candlestick only appears after a week. So without wasting no time, let's jump in guys. And when making analysis, I always advise people that if the candlestick formation tends to disturb you, or it becomes tricky for you to take out the market structure, you can simply do what? You can simply switch to a line chart. Like now I've just switched to a line chart. You get my point. So what you have to do is just to trace how the market has been moving. Like if you may take a look, we had a selling movement going to the downside. The market made a buy movement, then it made a selling movement, now it made a buy movement, and if you may take a look, it's still doing what? It's still pushing to the upside. You get my point. So excuse me. So what you simply have to do is that you can see that the market printed the market printed a low there, then it came us and gave us another low. These are the lows which I'm talking about. It gave us a low there, and it also came and gave us a low there. So we do what? We connect the lows guys. These are our lows. So if you may take a look, we had a high there and also a high there. So if you may if you looked at our previous video, you can see that the market is doing what? The market is moving in a series of in a series of higher highs and higher lows. So if the market is moving in a series of higher highs and higher lows, it simply tells us that the market is in the market is in a uptrend guys. So I like to use a rising channel instead of an uptrend. So now I switch back to a candlestick formation, then I adjust my levels guys. Then I adjust my levels. So this one, if I may delete, you can see that the market rejected this trend line here. You get my point. The market rejected that trend line right around that level. So even here you can see the market did give us a touch. So from our weekly time frame is basically is basically our overall structure guys. So from our weekly time frame, we can see that the market has done has touched our trend line resistance. So what do we expect? We expect sellers to jump in and push the market to the downside. But then remember guys, we are in an uptrend, so buyers are powerful compared to the sellers. So we might find ourselves getting if I may do this, we might find ourselves getting a movement like this: an impulse move, a correction, an impulse move, and then a correction, impulse move, correction, until correction, then impulse move, until we reach to our support trend line. That is where we'll expect buyers to come in and push the market to the upside. So from our overall movement, and according to our analysis, we are expecting sellers to jump into the market and push it to the downside guys. From our weekly time frame, this is what we see guys, because it's a series of higher highs and higher lows. It's an uptrend. So what are we waiting for? We are waiting for a retracement movement guys. So now I will switch to a daily time frame guys. If I may delete this so that it doesn't disturb us. So in a daily time frame, same thing applies guys. If the candlestick formation doesn't give you a perfect structure which you are looking for, just simply switch to a line chart. The line chart will make things easier. So from here, you will do what? You will trace your movement. Like we had a downtrend and uptrend, sorry, a down movement and buying movement. Then we had sells, buys, sells, then we had buys. You get my point. So by the judge of this, you can see that this was a low, this was a low, this was also a low. Then on the top side, this was your high, this was your other high, and right around this level you also had a high. So which means previously the market was moving also with what? With an uptrend. So we are having a trend inside a trend. It's an uptrend inside a what? Inside an uptrend. You get my point. So if I may delete this so that it doesn't get confusing for you guys. So if I may delete this, then from my low until there, then I will do this. So we are also having a what? Again, we are also having an uptrend, guys, which is basically a rising channel. You get my point, because the market was moving with this type of nature, guys. This is how the market was moving with, guys. From here, we're expecting the market to reach there, then start to do what? To reject to the downside. You get my point. So if I may delete this so that it doesn't get too confusing. So if you may take a look, we had a breakout, then the market went back and retested. So we do what? I will target my key level. My key level is basically where the trend is have started. You get my point? Then if I may switch to a line chart, I can see this is a level the market was doing what? Was failing to break. So which is a strong level there. Then we'll have support. We have our support, we're having our resistance. You get my point? So this the market is moving with a sideways trend. So my market broke out of my rising channel, then it came back and retested it. So breakout and retest. Now I'm expecting what? Now I'm expecting selling opportunities for the market to push until where the key support, where the buying trend did what? Have started. You get my point? Where the buying trend have started. So even if I may do this, you get my point. This is what I'm expecting, sellers to come in and push the markets to the downside, guys. That's what I see on my daily time frame. Then I will switch to where? Then I will switch to my H4 time frame so that it doesn't get too confusing. Then I will switch to my H4 time frame. In my H4 time frame, I saw that the market made a break in again, then gave us selling opportunities, then gave us buys, then it also gave sellers, then it went back up, guys. So it printed a what? It gave us a low right around this level, and also came and gave us a low there. You get my point? So I will simply do what? Join my lows. So it will be something of this nature here. Sorry about that. I will join my lows there. Then I have a high there. So from here it rejected, went to the upside, then came to the downside. So what are we waiting for? We are waiting for the market to do what? To reject right around this what? Right around this yellow zone, with together with our what? With our resistant trend line. So once the market touches there, that is when we'll be looking for what? For selling opportunities to the downside. You get my point? That is where we'll be looking for selling opportunities to the downside. You get my point? Those were my lows. So I will go on to a H1 time frame. on an H1 time frame, then I will target the level which were strong. The market were failing to do what? The market was failing to break. It's here because the market right around this level made a huge sell to the downside, guys. So this level is very important. Even if you may check here, it was broken, then retested, then it was also rejected again. You get my point, guys. It was then rejected again. So the market did was, the market is trying to reject this level. So if we'll be trading during the week, I will be looking for selling opportunities around this level for the market to push to the downside. When it gets there, I'll be looking forward for buying opportunities moving to the downside. Then this is where I'll be catching my what? This is where I'll be catching my sells, guys. This is the level where I'll be catching my what? My selling opportunities moving to the downside. You get my point, moving to the downside, because previously it did what? It did reject that level right around there. So this is why I'm also expecting buyers to jump in right around that level and push the market to the downside. And when it gets there, then I'll be looking forward for selling opportunities. So nothing complicated here. Just simply following what? Just simply following the rules, guys. Just simply following the rules. It's a pure price action market, guys. Just simply following the rules. You get my point. So without wasting anybody's time, I would like to sign out, guys. From me, the CEO and founder of Market Tracers, signing out.